What's going on, everyone? Conservative Video Dipper here. If you had a dip, pack a lip. Dip tobacco is not a safer alternative to cigarette, vape, nicotine, or any tobacco or nicotine product. We are not sponsored nor endorsed by any product that you may see or hear in this live stream today. Um, if you are the age of 21 or older, you can dip, smoke, vape at your own risk. Mileage may vary. So, if you do have a dip, pack one with me. And if you don't, well, I will be packing one here pretty shortly with you guys. So I thought today I'm not going to do a big hoopla political live because if I do like a big political live every time, you guys kind of do get bored with it. And so I just wanted to do a chill live. I originally was going to have Dip Boss come in, but apparently YouTube doesn't like him, I guess, or something. I don't know in that order. So I don't know why they don't like Dip Boss. Apparently, that's dip phobia, Dip Boss phobia of some sorts. I can only imagine. I'm not sure what you would consider that, but whatever. So we're just gonna chill, and if you guys want to, ask questions and whatnot, go ahead. And if nothing else, this live just turns dull or whatever, then um, I'll find something to talk about. Apparently, so hope y'all are doing good. I know it's Monday. Bleh. Everyone's kind of like, bleh. I hate Mondays. I get it. I get it. What did I do this weekend? Really, nothing much. I just hung out with some friends. Um, kind of stayed near home, did some chores, and cheers, by the way. There you go. That's a better size. Cheers. That was way too big. I would have already gotten sick pretty quickly if I'd done that one. See, um, that's about it. Really, I just stayed home and did chores. Kind of hung out with friends once in a while for a little bit. Uh, Nothing really exciting for me. Well, conservative doesn't sound like you live a very exciting life. Not really. I don't live a very exciting, fruitful life. My life is not very eventful. Well, gee, it sounds like you need to do something better. I know. I just don't know what better is for me yet. Um, I do have my other channel, by the way, which I do hope that you guys go check out. It's hold on, let me go look for it. I'll tag it in here. Hold on. Oh, there you go. Go sub to that channel. That is my other channel that I run. Romeo Hill Unedited. Basically, what I do over there is, for some of you that may not know, I just do vlogs and random stuff over there. I do talk about like dip a lot over there sometimes. and whatnot. Well, why do you call it unedited? Because you hardly ever edit anymore. Well, I get it. I understand that y'all are gonna question that too because y'all are like noticing I'm not editing, I'm not doing videos, I'm doing more lives, which is okay because I'm also trying to get my live time up a little bit for YouTube, as well as just want to see kind of the algorithm of like where I'm at with my channel here, but also on my other channel I do more videos over there. That's where I do a lot more of my um, content, where I'm just basically throwing shit out there. It's just a little channel that I created for fun. I kind of figured, like if I'm vlogging or I'm doing something and I'm like, oh, I want to film this and show everyone. That's kind of why I technically did it. So it's a little fun little place. But yeah, it's just for that reason because I was bored. I was like, well, what else can I do? Because if I'm out like traveling or doing something and I'm filming, I definitely want to be able to film what I'm, doing or whatever, and just create a place for like a vlog type thing where that place over there, I don't do very much politics over there. That's kind of my non-political channel, and that's where um, I I have this rule of thumb where one channel is very political, the other is not, because there are times where I do kind of want to get away from it. Cece, what's up, Cece? What's up, Diesel Truck? And that channel right there that I just um, put out there, my other channel. You just finished cutting grass. Nice. Sounds like fun. So my other channel over there, you guys, the Romeo Hill Unedited, it's a place where I don't do politics, but I do it here because over there it's just I want to have fun. I want to do fun stuff. So yeah. Did you have fun cutting grass, Sissy? And by the way, I do have a dip in for you. You know, you did have fun. I figured you do. You work hard. You're a hard worker. I know if that's one thing I know about you, you are a hard worker. Right. Enjoy. Uh, Not that it doesn't sound weird how you just said it. Um, Never mind. Oh, and you enjoy your cucumber. So yeah, so like over there, I do a lot of. Um, I do talk about dip too, more than I guess I do over here, which is kind of fun. It's kind of funny. Um, I might do some cigar reviews on that channel too, for you guys. Um, I might do some beer reviews. Um, Pretty much a lot of adult stuff. So, like, if you like beer reviews, cigar reviews, dip tobacco reviews, and you just like blogging stuff and you don't like politics, go follow that channel that I just put up there. Because that's where you'll want to be if you don't want to deal with politics. But if you like politics, also definitely follow this channel. And go to Conservative Newswave because we are definitely going to be putting out our first radio show soon, hopefully. I need to edit today, too, by the way, if I can. But you know me, I get distracted pretty easy with like doom scrolling through YouTube and finding political crap that's just typically what's going on around the world, and then I'm like, oh, I gotta make a video rebuttaling again, and then I get distracted. So it's a fun place. I will probably do some of that on my other channel, Romeo Hill Unedited. Um, Now, why I named it Unedited? Because I don't edit over there. I don't do edits. It's just whatever happens, happens. Like if you guys catch me making a boo boo, for instance, like if I accidentally do bloopers or if I screw something up, it's totally completely fine. That's what I want. It's just a channel to have fun and do things. But it's been a very good weekend. My weekend, like I said, was very uneventful. Um, Not really much that I did. Like I said, I did hang out with some friends. That was pretty cool. Did some adult stuff. Um, Drink a little, listen to music, chilled. So it was fun. I got to see my friends. I haven't seen them for a while. They work a lot and they do a lot of their own stuff. So, oh shit. I don't get a lot of time to hang with them. I do want to be able to hang with them, but because they work so damn much, I don't get to. And so I just appreciate the time with my friends that I get to spend with them. I'm very appreciative of my friends. But, excuse me. But that was kind of cool. We just had fun. And a lot of the stuff was basically of chores, just cleaning around the house, trying to get shit done. Um, I did get to talk to one of my kiddos this week or yesterday. I got to talk to him for a little bit on the phone. He's doing good. So life is pretty peachy over here. It's nothing really exciting. I don't have much to report. Um, Me wise, I'm sure there's a lot of stuff going on with like the news and Trump and stuff, which I'm gonna again. I'm gonna try to get back into doing more of that. Um, Trying to again stay away from not trying to react as much to channels because I've noticed something too about different channels, that a lot of different channels sometimes they can get you if you're not um, part of their company or part of their organization, or if you're not part of them, then they can try to strike your channel. So I do need to be a little bit mindful about that too. That's another thing that I've noticed with YouTube is that um, now people can strike other people pretty easily, and I never thought YouTube would be allowing that, but they do now, I guess, apparently. Just a lot of things that y'all should really be mindful of. Definitely. Like if you're reacting to another channel, make sure that you are careful when you do it, please. Because, yeah, other channels, I guess, now have the ability to either sue you or strike your channel. And that is no good. And that's not going to be good for anybody, especially me. So, I don't want that. And I don't want that for you guys either. That's why I don't show the channel's names a lot when I do it, because I don't want them trying to get a hold of me or you guys. And I don't want you guys going over there harassing people either. That's no good. So that's why I kind of am trying to be more careful about it. But I will react to some channels, I guess. Let's see. On our other channel, Romeo Hill Unedited, we have 5 subscribers and that's not, and 5 videos. That's not bad. Let's review one. If you got a dip pack of lip, dip tobacco is not a safer alternative to cigarette, vape, nicotine, or any tobacco or nicotine product. If you are the age of 18 or under 21, either or, we do not recommend that you dip, smoke, vape, or use any tobacco or nicotine product or watch any of these videos, especially this one. If you are the age of 21 or older, you can dip, smoke, vape, use tobacco or nicotine products at your own risk. Mileage definitely may vary. So count up your mileage points, kids. Don't know why I said that, but thought that was funny. We are not sponsored nor endorsed by any dip tobacco company or product that you... And I have been asked, why do I say that? Why do I say we're not sponsored nor endorsed? Because technically, I'm not sponsored nor endorsed by any dip tobacco company that I am reviewing. And that way it keeps me safe, so that I don't get dinged by those people. You may see or hear in this video today. So, being that said, I figured it's a nice day. I'm going to be right out in my backyard. It was a nice day that day. And when was this? This was like 7 days ago. It's a little bit windy, chilly, kind of nice. Thanks. So we're going to talk about Grizzly Long Cut Wintergreen. Yeah, that's one of my reviews I did. I haven't really done much reviews. There's one where I talk about my chainsaw, Sweet Pea the duck. If you guys go over there, watch. We had a duck come over here and visit us. I named her Sweet Pea, nicknamed her Sweet Pea. She no longer is here with us. I sadly had to put her back in the wild. So that's okay. What's going on, everyone? Romeo Unedited here. Here with my kid. Hi. He came to visit me.
in Tennessee.
Yep, I get to have my kid once in a while come up here in Tennessee and visit me. If you got a dip, pack a lip, and if you got a beer, oh, cheers.
Hey, that can actually rhyme.
Praise hell and praise Dale. Praise hell and praise Dale. I love it.
Let's not praise hell. Or let's praise hell, but not let's praise Dale.
Praise Earhart Jr. Hell yeah. If y'all don't remember who Dale Earhart Jr. was, he was a NASCAR driver. If you ain't first, shoot last. Talladega Nights. Gotta love that quote.
Okay.
Anyway. So I did a lot of stuff on there. Let's see what... Oh, 2 months ago.
Yo, what?
So this is my kid, Tadashi N5P. Again, as always. He doing a video. He did it like, what, 2 months ago?
What's up, good, everyone?
Don't know if I
Tadashi
reviewed it.
Right here. Coming back at you with a brand new video.
Okay, kid. First of all, I'm just going to say this. Please, for the love of God, pull back on the camera a little bit. You way too damn close to that camera. Doing your googly eye thing in front of the camera probably would scare a lot more people than you think.
I'm be dipping, packing, dipping, and spinning.
There you go. Corrected.
Long cut grizzly with a grain.
I like how he just kind of brings it slowly up to the camera. That was good.
Here's the disclaimer.
Oh boy.
If you are under the age of 21, I do not recommend that you dip, smoke, vape, or use any nicotine product. If you're 21 and above, go ahead, dip, smoke, vape, do whatever you want.
Gee, I wonder where he learned that one from.
We are not sponsored or endorsed by any tobacco company that you may see in this video.
Good. Good man. He's actually learning. A little bit slow on the draw there, but that's okay. I understand. And I know where he's getting that from now. Obviously. We all know.
Here in this video. So, here we go. Here's the most orgasming sound in the whole wide world. The cracking
Of the can.
of a brand new can.
Yep. The best sound you could ever get. The best sound you could ever have.
Okay. Alrighty. So this is what it looks like. Not even, I haven't taken any pinches out of here, nada.
Again, recommendation. Pull the camera back a little bit, kid. Or try to set your camera somewhere where you can sit and then just hold it like the can like this in front of you. Kind of when you have it open. Like go like this or something like that. Other than that, kid's doing pretty good. He's learning a lot. Haven't seen any new videos from him lately as of yet. I'm waiting for him to do a new one.
Not a thing.
Yeah, don't put your nose too damn close to the can, kid. That's going to be a really bad experience if you know what I mean by you doing that. Other than that, okay.
But it smells fresh.
Of course, it's a brand new can. What else do you think it was? Like 90 years old can?
It smells fresh.
Yeah, we heard you the first time, I think. Unless you're like Beethoven and you can't hear. Anyway, moving on. He gets so excited with this can. That's funny. He gets excited with a new can. Okay, suggestion, please, for the love of God, do not put the can so close to your damn nose where you might accidentally snort it. Please don't do that, kid. That's not good. Don't want to do that, kid. He drops some on his nose. I knew that wasn't going to happen. Oh, kid, I told you not to do it. I warned you not to do that. Don't put that can right up to your nose. You're going to have it on your nose. And what exactly happened? He did it. Damn kid. There you go. Now he saw it. Okay, good job, buddy. It's not freaking booger sugar where you snort it, okay?
That actually smells pretty good. If you guys had a
Sure, it
chance to
does.
smell this, it smells pretty good. Alright, now time for the packing.
Okay, kid. Another suggestion. Don't lay the camera down flat. Try again to have it to where it's pointed at you. Other than that, you did okay, kid. I'm proud of the kid. I think this kid, obviously, again, he's learning. It took me a little bit to. No, I'm talking about my kid doing dip reviews. But what's up, KY? How you doing, buddy? Oh, we're gonna have to go watch it then. Here in a little bit. See, that's another thing that I understand that again, people are gonna do different things because like they're not always used to being in front of the camera. But you just got to get past it to where you have the camera in front of you and you're aware of it. Some people they don't like it because it's a self-conscious, cautious conscience thing. He's breathing heavy too. Jesus. Okay, he's packing it more than 3 times. I think at this point he's just now playing with it. Stop playing with it, kid. Jesus. I love you, kid, but you're packing it too many goddamn times, kid. Ugh. Well, conservative, you pack it more than once. Yeah, I know, but I try not to. He's packing it way more than I do. Yeah, tobacco KY, you are definitely used to it now. You've gotten to that point where you're more confident within yourself to be in front of the camera. And you do very well with it. I've noticed you are handling it very well. The presentation's getting a lot better, way better than before. The first time you did that, the first time you did it, there was a little oopsies, but now you've learned from your oopsies and you've gotten better with it. And that's the same way I was when I started. I had to learn that. But I also learned don't pack my fucking can that many goddamn times. As much as he's packing it. Look. All right, I'll show you. That's it. That's it. That's just how many times I packed it right there. He's packing it way too much. Way too much. So, kid, this video, you gotta learn. Sorry, Tadashi, you gotta learn, buddy. Let's see. Let's go see what KY did. I want to see what KY did. But let's look at KY. Ooh, grizzly pouches. Okay.
Good, happy Monday morning.
There's the KY. There you go. That's a lot better. Right in front of the camera. There's the presentation I'm looking for. I've been looking for today.
We are doing another review this morning.
All right. What is it, KY?
Let's get one thing out of the way. If you're not over 21, skapoodle, scat, get out of here. Do not come in here and watch this any farther than what it is, because this is not for you and shouldn't be for you if you're younger than that. And what's today's review?
I like that, though. Very good. Kind of a little direct, but I love the direction that you went with it. You were being direct, which is good. Obviously, you're protecting your channel. That was very good. You did very good, KY. I'm proud of you. That was good.
A limited edition, special edition. I don't normally do pouches either, so don't say that I am a pouch dipper, because I'm not. I just got it because of where it's a limited edition can.
Hold on.
And that's the Grizzly wintergreen pouches, as you can see. The can lid, I'd give a 10.
Sorry. Yes, that was very well comedic. That was well timed for good comedy purposes. I'll give you an A+ on that one, KY. That was good. And the fact you almost said long cut, but then you kind of caught yourself and you realized, wait, I'm not doing long cut. I'm doing pouches. Fudge. That was good. I like how you caught yourself on that. That was a good catch. You learned well. You learned very well how to catch yourself on that one. Some people might not catch themselves, but you did good on that. Cheers, by the way, y'all. I do understand that, especially like if you're doing a review and you're so used to it because it's grizzly, you're used to the long cut part. So catching yourself definitely did you a lot on that one.
10 out of 10, that gold pan, what it is real
10 out of 10. All right. Already starting strong here, KY. Jeez.
good looking. And there you can see, right there it says American Champion, World Champions,
Wow, you're a young
challenge,
boy. You're a young buck.
250th, as it says right there.
Good job.
On the side, right, right there.
Good job. Slow down a little. And KY, that's another thing I do kind of want to, just my advice, slow down a little. I get, that you do sound not nervous, but you're kind of anxious. You're really excited about this. I can kind of tell. But when you're doing this, though, KY, please remember to slow down, because slowing down will help you. It will make you better. And it just will help you in the long run to definitely slow down. And I lost my place on here. God damn it. Hold on. Sorry, KY. Oh, there we go.
there on the side, right? I mean, yeah, right there. Not
But other than that, you did a great job on presentation wise. I love it, KY. Good job. Presentation wise, I'm going to give that one to you. You did very good, bud.
available in Massachusetts and MI. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited.
Good job showing the warning label, by the way, even though you really didn't have to. No, normally, the warning label is something that I don't obviously really show very often, but that's your choice. You choose whether or not you want to show the warning label. If I do, I just always try to throw jokes in there, like warning may enhance breast. I wonder what kind of breast, like chicken breast, maybe something like that. But you did very good, KY. I'm proud of you, buddy.
Best by 11, 126. And there's your Best Buy date if you was wondering where it was.
Dang, KY.
All Grizzly fans are like that now.
Good job. Show it. There you go. Now, this is where I'm going to give KY a lot of credit here for this one because KY did very well in showing the Best Buy date and talking about it. He he did show it like this, which is really good. I like that. That's good. Good handling.
Reference to everybody.
Good reference. I like that. Good job, KY. Good job, buddy.
There's your regular Grizzly pouch. There's your Grizzly
Your progression has gotten so much better.
pouches.
You're holding it correctly, but you're holding it a little bit too much on the side. Try to aim for middle, buddy. But your progression really has gotten so much better. Way much better than before. Like before, you did have a lot of trouble with certain things. But now you've gotten to that point where you're almost pretty much like a natural. You're really good at it. You're a natural now. You've learned to adapt. Your camera presence is good. You got your camera right in front of you, which is awesome. You did finally hold it up a little bit to where we could see the pouches. It's a little dark. The lighting's kind of a little bit off, but that's okay. I mean, that's not too terribly bad. But pouches are pretty brown and pretty dark already. So that's kind of obviously going to happen if you're in a dark spot or in not a well lit spot. But you did good.
The dip ones, they're a lot darker.
That's good. And that will take time, KY. You need to understand that. It's going to take time. But you're getting there. You're getting right up there where I am with presentation wise. You're right about where I'm at. Almost right to that point where you've got it down pat. You've learned well. And I think also you watching like Chris Diff One and um, Darcy and watching Outlaw doing presentations, I think that also has given you kind of a one up too of how to do this. So that's also kind of what I think is also helping you is by watching how they're doing it. And I can tell that you've paid attention well enough to how they do it.
Regular dip pouches like that.
Okay, again, you're kind of holding the can down below. We can see it, kind of, but you got to hold it up a little bit, bud.
Or Skull or Copenhagen.
Be very careful when you mention that company because that company is potentially sue happy. So don't mention them very often. Just be careful with that one. You can do it on like a laptop or whatever. If you get like a modern laptop, you can do it. It doesn't have to be always a desktop, dude. But yes, you should learn how to edit.
Then on the lid it says competitive eating. 250 American work.
I love how Grizzly has stuff under their lid, and it's funny that he's actually reading it. It's cool.
World Championship Challenge. Fill out bracket at mygrizzly.com. Website 21 plus. If you want to see that lid right there is this lid. You can even tell they're a lot juicier than regular.
I could tell just by like how much you held it up, but the little that you held it up, I could see the pouches are getting a lot more juicier now. So that's good.
Dip pouch than other dip pouches.
Good comparison. I like that. That's another thing I'm gonna give you a plus on. You're doing good comparison so far.
We're gonna do 2 or 3. Maybe 3, yeah. Let's do 3, why not?
Oh, dude.
Why not just do 4 then, I guess?
Wait, hold on. Oh, no, come on. Oh, god damn, bro.
Yeah.
That was a little ballsy to do 4, but of course, being that we're seasoned dippers, 2 normally don't affect us very much, so 4 definitely would have a good effect. But damn, that's pretty ballsy for 4. That's pretty good, KY. I'll give you that one.
A subtle taste. Tastes more, I guess, like if I'm at wintergreen, it's that old down.
What do I expect from you? Nothing much, other than you to do that. That's what I expect out of you, is you doing that.
And back to this, yeah, 10 out of 10, like I said, on the can lid design.
Good on the taste. I love how you said that you noticed the wintergreen flavor in there. Very good. That was absolutely good flavor description.
There's what your can lid design looks like if y'all are wondering.
Let's see if you go for the rest.
And it takes a while for Grizzly pouches to juice up. And that's the only problem on pouches.
There's a lot of problems with pouches, but we're not going to get into that.
You ain't gonna spit motor all right away.
Oh, he's talking about it. Okay, good man. Good man. You got that.
Unfortunately.
And pouches do take a little bit sometimes to get that motor oil. So that's good. You mentioned that.
Taste so far, 4 out of 5. No, 4 out of 10, I think.
Oh, that's not too good.
Not 4 out of 5. Shit. You ain't heard.
Got yourself, didn't you? That was good. Okay, that was good.
2 ones about it right now.
Okay.
Because I noticed that a lot of people does the 5 instead of a 10 for chewing the bagger.
Chewing the backer. I like that.
See, even like that, it still ain't had time to juice up.
Right. It takes a little bit for pouches to juice up. If you do like long cut grizzly, it doesn't take very long to juice up. It's pretty quick when it juices. So yes, the comparison to long cut to pouches are night and day difference. You're gonna know that. So that was very good. You took initiative right there to mention that the Grizzly Lunka does juice a little bit more faster. That was good. I like that. I'll give you that.
Yeah, like I said, here's some food for thought. Darcy's back.
Yeah, I heard. We're gonna have to go check out Darcy here.
Chris is doing the live streams. I think Outlaw were to return, even if it's just a video.
He did return. He did one video, I think, already. I think on his return. Yes, and there is less nicotine in pouches, which is another thing that I don't know if you mentioned that, but maybe that should have been something worth saying, but maybe you did and I was not paying attention because I was too into reading what you were saying to me. Sorry.
His own dip or something, and they would accept him.
I think Outlaw did. I think he came back. He did one video of his dip, I believe. I'm not sure. I'll have to look. But I heard Darcy's back.
I do think, there's a lot of newcomers coming.
Yeah.
To the dip community.
Yep, that's true. I think we are bringing back the dip community little by little. We are making that change. So obviously, KY, you and I are making a difference.
So I do think we should get this community up and going.
Definitely.
Again, because
look at Conservative Video Dipper.
I think
he's doing it.
Taste, yeah, go down one of them.
Now, what about the buzzability? That's another thing. I don't know if you said it.
Near the spit, because I say it's done been in for over 2 minutes. I'm going to suck on it, too.
Okay, it's not a sucker. Now, if you're going to suck on it, for anyone that's just wondering, be careful if you do, because you don't want to end up accidentally gutting it. But be careful if you guys do that. But KY did pretty good with it. But yes, we do have to give credit where credit's due. Like Outlaw, Darcy kind of coming back, Chris Dip still doing it, me doing it, you doing it. So yeah, I think that there is something to be said about that, KY. That we are bringing it back. And I think that's because a lot of people are watching us and they're noticing that we're doing it more, which is a good thing. And you got to feel proud of yourself for that too, being part of it, doing it, because you are doing something. We will check it out here in a sec. I want to finish this, then I'll pop over to that.
Now it's starting to juice better, but I'm going to wait a few more seconds and let it juice up naturally too. And then stick the tongue on it. Like I said, it won't get motor off. You see, now, no motor off spit, not with pouches.
Yeah, I can imagine.
If you like Grizzly and put the cans, at least get this where it's the American.
KY, another suggestion, mention the buzz. Like, if you're feeling the buzz. And if you're not, then just say it might, for some, especially people that are seasoned veteran dippers, it may take a while.
150th anniversary can, yeah.
Yeah, he says. KY. Oh, KY, you funny guy. You're funny. You are funny as shit, my man. You literally are funny. That was funny as shit. All right, let's go look at some of his older stuff. Country Boy Dipper, 1996. Daily Vlog. I don't see you dipping. Oh, Okay. Oh, here's one. Oh no, he's got his cowboy hat on.
Howdy.
Yeah, that's a very dark room, dude. And he's got a cowboy hat on. Oh boy.
The reason why I figured they brought out Grizzly Dark Wintergreen pouches and Grizzly Dark and the big can of Grizzly Wintergreen is because they're trying to get back their place as the number one wintergreen. Green! It's also my favorite color. Yep.
Oh.
Please subscribe because I need subscribers. I've been doing videos for 5 months and still ain't had a subscriber. So please subscribe to me. Please, please, please.
Okay, the begging really, you're learning now. You're not begging as much for subscribers. You're not seeking that attention as much. That's okay. You're doing good with that. I'll give that one to you. You're not doing it now. That kind of was a little harsh and rough.
Please, please.
But I get it. You're new to it at that time. You have changed a lot.
I like Grizzly Dark better than any other Grizzly. The only thing I wish is they do a camo can too.
You have progressed, and yes, because it was like 12 or 11 years ago, your progression has gotten a lot better. Your lighting has gotten a lot better. You're not as shaky. Well, you're still a little shaky in the hands, but that's okay. The shaky in the hands sometimes you can't always control. But you have gotten way better with presentation. We've got a little bit to work on presentation wise. But you did good for 18 or 19 years old. You did pretty good. Oh, here's one.
This is Grizzly Wintergreen, and please do never ask me to do a Skull Citrus video, as I have screwed up 2 times with Skull.
Do Skull Citrus. And I understand that, KY, and you're doing better with it. But I do want to see you do Skull Citrus now.
Citrus. And I have even chewed tobacco straight off the stalk. And for all y'all yuppies out there, that means out the barn.
For all you yuppies? Oh boy. Oh boy.
Means it's fresh nicotine, which means it ain't had time to cure down for 4 or 5 years.
Way better now. I've noticed it's way better now. You have gotten way better with presentation and everything now. Back then, I expected when you're like 18 or 19, there's going to be a little bit of a difference with you. But you did pretty good. Not too bad.
But it's also Kentucky barley, so it's not dark tobacco, which is in our snuff.
Okay. This camera presentation isn't too bad. Not bad at all.
And a little bit about me, my grandpa raised tobacco for 72 years. My main dip is red seal wintergreen.
Okay.
My thoughts at Grizzly is it's the strongest wintergreen.
It is.
But it's not the strongest dip on the market. That would have to be Copenhagen Original.
Not anymore. Not anymore. I think, honestly, I think Grizzly has beaten Cope Straight. by strength a lot lately. But some people now say Grizzly's a little bit weaker. I don't notice it. It's stronger.
But as far as value, red sells the best because you get 25% more. For crying out loud, it's 25% more, but the cheapest.
All I'm gonna say, KY, is well, Kodiak was too. Yes. I'm gonna say this. Kodiak to me now is a little bit weaker. Grizzly's got a lot more strength. Just my opinion. But your progression from back then to now is so much noticeable. The camera presence, like I say, the way you're showing things, it doesn't seem like you're as shy now. A little bit back then, you were a little bit shyer. You're kind of self kept from what I noticed. Maybe I'm wrong in my presumption, but that's just what I saw. Um, you're doing a lot better. You've gotten a lot better in a lot of your stuff. It's way better than what it once was. And I do have to, say that because professionally you have changed a lot. And you've done a lot too. That's also a big thing is that you've learned how to adjust to
What's going on, everyone? Conservative
but here's one of my old videos.
Dip tobacco is not a safer alternative to cigarette, vape, nicotine, or any tobacco or nicotine product. If you are the age of 18 or under 18, we do not recommend that you dip, smoke, vape, or use any tobacco or nicotine
This
product
is one of my
or
videos
videos.
that we're watching.
If you are the age of 21 or older, you can dip, smoke, vape, or use any tobacco or nicotine product or what.
Now, sure, this video is pretty boring. It's not as funny as what KY did, like scram, scat, skedaddle. That was pretty funny. I might have to use that one. But
these videos at your own risk, mileage may vary. We are not sponsored nor endorsed by any dip tobacco company product that you may see or hear in this video. Pack, dip, and spit with me. If you have a dip, then pack one with me. If not, then I'm about to pack one for you. The pros and cons to dipping. Let's do a video because I don't think I have done that. And I'm going to do that. So, I'm going to be dipping the almighty King of all.
You should do pros and cons of dipping, KY. That's another video I think you should do. That would be really fun and interesting to see what your stance is on it. Maybe I think it would honestly really be good.
Yeah.
I think you could do it.
Let's get into the video. The pros and cons to dipping. Let's do the pros.
Okay.
So, the pros to dipping are as follows. That when you start dipping, you'll notice that sometimes when you dip, that you will feel a little bit calmer.
Yeah.
You will notice that.
And I would love to see KY do this to see what his opinion is. Because this is my opinion. It doesn't have to be the same opinion, KY, as always. Throw in some of your opinions. Like, well, the pros are it makes you shit better, or attracts country girls or something. Something that you just want to throw out there that you feel you want to say. I would love to see other dippers do the pros and cons to this.
The dip gives you the sensation.
I think KY could do this.
Depending on what dip you're dipping, um,
Honestly, I think KY would be very good with this one.
more relaxed, more at ease. It will give you not only that calm sensation, but it sometimes for some.
There you go, KY. You throw that out there. It's good because you can reuse the bottles. That's a good pro. I didn't think about that one. Really, honestly, I don't think I did. So there you go. Use that one. That's perfect. That definitely is good.
People, it gives them that feeling of more focus. Or it helps them focus a little bit more. To some people, it does. That's one thing. The other is, this
What's another one, KY?
one might be a little bit disgusting, and I'm sorry, but this is true. It's a natural laxative,
That's true.
so it helps them poop.
Okay, maybe you don't have to do that one. True, true, but still potential cancer, but not as high of an alleged risk of getting cancer compared to smokers. So yes, you are right.
Yes, it is true.
So that's a good one, KY.
Can help
Think about
you
that one.
sometimes poop a little bit. Now, I'm not going out of my way to tell you to eat a whole shit ton of block of cheese and then just like start dipping a whole shit ton and trying to see if it's like.
That's a good one, KY. That's a real good one.
And it becomes.
See, you could do it. You could do things like this, KY, and you could produce a list of pros and then cons. Write it down. You can read the list. Definitely something I think you might want to think about a little bit.
You no, but it does help you poop a little bit, and yes, it does kind of make you poop a little bit stinky.
True.
So just make sure that you have.
KY is bringing up some good points that I should have talked about, but I forgot about that one. Definitely good. You can use cans for hobbies and making videos. Definitely something I should have said.
Nice.
I don't know if I did.
Trust me, I know how the feeling goes. That is truth. There is a little bit of truth to it because, yeah, I know it. It happens with me, and I feel it happen a lot.
So, KY, things like this would be good for your channel. It would create like conversation, pros, cons, and then maybe at one point stop for a sec, look at the camera, and say, "Do you guys have any pros or cons to dipping that I may have missed? Let me know in the comments below. I want to hear your opinions," and then go back to reading the list. Definitely something that I think you could do. Heart disease, I don't know about that one as much, but definitely spilling dip tobacco juice, that's a con. So yeah, write a list and create a video about it, maybe. I would love to see that video. That's good progression. That definitely would be good progression. You definitely could do that. Okay, why?
A lot of dippers probably will feel that way. The other thing is that when you're dipping, you will start to um, just, in my most biggest opinion, I think a lot of dippers will find that um, it's just the feeling. It has a really good feeling to it.
That's a good one. That's a good point. So maybe instead of feeling, you could go, well, some dippers like it because they get buzzed, and that buzz makes them feel a certain particular way. Maybe some calm, mellow, relaxed. It helps with anxiety. It helps with focus, or, you know, think of something in that order, that general direct order. And for anyone out there that is doing like dip videos, definitely think about doing something like that. Yeah, pros. You get to meet new people and memories. Exactly. All of those things that you just said, KY, are good points in ways that you could use for that type of video. It would have good context. It would have um, good ideas for people, giving them ideas of how to use cans. Exactly. Collecting mud jugs, snuff cups, spittoons, things like that. But you also don't want a big long list of pros or cons. You just want to keep it like 15 minutes or less in the video. So come up with something that is like a video for pros and cons that's 15 minutes or less, if you can do it. And then definitely do it. Go for it. I think there would be a lot of greatness in that video.
For a while,
I think that video would be very great
they will enjoy
because you're adding to things that I didn't think about sometimes.
the buzz. They will not just the calming sensation, but the buzz and the flavor. They will enjoy.
So, different things you could do or add into that. Again, it doesn't have to be like what I do because I don't expect everyone to be like, oh, conservative video dipper said this, this, and this. Just, add into your own ways that you feel maybe, hey, I might have missed something. Or if I missed something, go for it. But definitely add on to your own list. And make it unique. Make it your own list. Not something that you just take off of other people. Right, that's another one you could go for. A little bit cheaper. Maybe not as cheap if you're trying to buy a roll, but sure, it's a little bit cheaper than buying a pack of cigarettes. You could do that. That's a good input. I would do that. I would say that. That's a good one. I'm sure some people have thought about that one, but add it. Make it unique. Like I said, make it your own. If you think, if you really think that's something that you want to bring it up. And think about the cons too of it. It's not a safer alternative to cigarettes, but a better alternative than smoking. Some people find it disgusting. That's a con. You happen to spit a lot unless you gut, and if you gut, then you possibly could end up with some cancer, or not cancer, but some form of like stomach issues, or it could lead to alleged potential stomach issues. Um, it's not good for people with like GERD or acid reflux. Not recommended. Not recommended with people that use heart monitors or whatever, things like that. Right. So something that then you don't want to scare people with the negative. You just kind of want to be not confrontational about it, but remember that it's about you're trying to give the pros and cons of what is good about it and what's not so good about it. Okay. Um, it can get messy if you're doing long cut, for instance, like that. Long cut is way more messier than like nicotine pouches or tobacco pouches or dip pouches. Um, Compared to vape, there's no metal in for pros. There's no metal in dip, but in vape there is. That's true. You could do that. You could add that in there. That's a good thought. Never thought about that one. That's a good one. Yeah. It's kind of in cities, it's not really accepted as much as like rural areas, like country areas in like the South, or in more like not the city area, if you will. That's a good thought there. Definitely put that one out there. I would definitely think that would be something you should put out there. Right. A pro, a lot of videos about it, talking about it. There's alternatives, pros. There's alternatives that don't have nicotine. So if you want to try dipping without the nicotine feeling, you can do that too as well. There's a lot of pros and cons you can come up with. If you can muster up at least a few good pros and a few good cons, then you have yourself a 15-minute video and you can make it 15 minutes. You can do it completely. Just don't drag on too long about one subject. That's the thing that some people do get wrapped up in. Uh, let's go look at Mudjug 1. Let's see if he's done anything lately. You said Mudjug 1. Let's see. Uh, Nothing really much about dip, just more political. Yes, that's another one. So it looks like you did do one. Uh, that's a good one. Oh, here's Outlaw.
Watch this. I'm not even gonna pack it. Yo! Do you remember me from my videos from YouTube? Oh my gosh. No? It's okay. My dad doesn't remember me either. I somehow gained over 1 million subscribers by reviewing tobacco products. But then I got old, decided it was time to hang up the YouTube boots, and then I decided it was time to hang up the tobacco boots as well. But golly, I love dipping. I love the art of dipping. I love the spitting. I love the feeling of it in my lip. I didn't want to quit, but I did want to quit the tobacco, and that is where Outlaw was born. My camera's like me. You can't put...
This seems like an ad for his company, obviously. So I'm not going to play much of it, but Outlaw did pretty good. It's good to see Mud Jug 1 back. It's good to see Outlaw doing something, but even though it's a commercial for his. Let's take a look at Christoph 1. Okay, I'll have to look at that one too. Let's see what Christoph 1 is doing. On this live. Okay. So it looks like he's doing pretty good with his live streams. So that's not bad. Let's see. 4 days ago, he did a winner is just a loser that tried one more time. He got 170 views. That's not bad. I mean, it could be better. I remember he got a shit ton of views on his videos. He got more than 170 views. So I don't know what the hell is going on really with the Christoph's channel. That seems really weird. Yeah, I saw that. He's doing one live tonight. But like I said, it's kind of crazy because I remember Christoph's 1 getting a lot more views than just 170. 170 is like nothing to him, obviously. Because his channel's got, what, 79.8K, and he's only getting 170 views? Yeah, that's not good. That is not good at all. He should be getting more views, honestly, I think. I don't know what's going on. Probably a lot of it maybe has to do with he's busy a lot and his time is a little bit different compared to people, because I know he's in Florida. So Florida's time is different everywhere to other people's time zones. So maybe that could be it too. That might be a partial struggle for people. I don't know. And that also might have something to do with it too, KY, that YouTube is not pushing our content out there as much. Which is, I think, another reason why maybe he's getting the lesser views. But I'm kind of amazed that I'm surprised he's getting that less of a view count. Those view counts should be a little bit higher up, in my opinion. But it looks like he's doing pretty good. Sure, later I will. But yeah, so Christoph's 1 is doing good. Darcy looks like she's doing good. Should we see what other people are doing in the political world, or should we continue dip talk? What do you guys think? Because basically, I think we don't have very many dippers right now that are doing stuff other than me, you. Outlaw did one. Darcy, I don't know if he's doing very much of it. He's doing more political stuff. So he's kind of getting into the same territory that I am. So what do you guys think? Should we do one political stuff and then call it? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Yeah, I could look at them. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, there's just not a lot of people doing dip content anymore. Which I understand. Again, YouTube is not going to push us.
JAY man back dip review. Back on the damn dip review.
Here we go.
However, it is a dip revisit. Taking a second look. Stoker's long cut straight. Old Bobby Stoker right there. You know what he always says? Fucking cut long for longer lasting flavor. He usually says a fair dip or a good dip at a fair price. He says all kinds of shit. He's got some good ones. He's got some good quotes, man. Check him out. 100% American, Kentucky, and Tennessee tobacco.
Okay.
Out of Louisville, Kentucky. Stoker's. Shit's been around since 1940. Got it stamped right on the can.
This guy's good, but he kind of drags on a little bit. It's no offense, it's a little irritating for me. The drag on part kind of really just busts my bubble a little bit. It can speed it up a little.
I reviewed this along with some other straights. I think I did Copenhagen straight. I think I did Skull straight. I think I did Longhorn straight. I did this video almost 3 years ago, and I do want to say that I gave this one the best out of the bunch.
Okay.
Now, I'm going to be honest with you.
Please do.
Straight is not where it's at for me. I do not love a straight.
Okay.
Wintergreen, everybody. You know that. You know I'm a wintergreen guy.
At least he's acknowledging he's not a straight dipper. It's not going to hit for everyone. Slow down, KY. Hold on, KY. Let's get through one at a time, please.
That's my fucking bread and butter.
Yeah. Wintergreen dip, I think it's where it's at. A lot of people are on the wintergreen kick. You're good. Just slow down. Let's do one video at a time, Bubba. That's going to be overloading for me.
Thing. I dipped this whole can. It's empty. So, I didn't hate it because I kept fucking putting it in my mouth. But here's the thing.
See, I wish he would have had at least a little bit of dip left so that he could do one where he's packing it in front of us and actually reviewing it.
Man, by the time I was about halfway through with this can, I was already like, ugh. Like, not in a...
Okay, to me it sounds like a little bit of mixed messages going on here.
Bad way, not like, ugh, it just tastes so bad or it's a bad product or this or that. I still give it a thumbs up for being a straight. The problem is straight's not where it's at for me. And, yeah, you know, it's kind of like anything, you know, like you may love to eat pizza, but whenever you eat too much of it, all of a sudden you're like, yeah, pizza, not so great. I think it's, in short, small doses. Yeah, say small doses. In small doses, it's cool. Like if I was just to have a dip from time to time and it was straight, that's cool. Can I do it every day, 4 times a day, day in and day out? Days, weeks, months, years? Hell no, I couldn't do it.
No.
I just can't get down with the flavor.
Yeah, I agree with him on straight dips. You really, to me, I just, like, I'll do it once in a while. Or if somebody gives me a straight dip, okay, fine. It's not going to be one that I'm going to enjoy, but it's one that at least I'll just dip it because somebody's offering it to me. But it's not going to be one like I'm going to do it every freaking day. But I can't. Not with straight dips. Some people can, and that's totally, completely fine. I don't have a problem with people doing it every freaking day. But to me, just doing it every freaking day would just be monotonous. It would be no fun after a while. But I guess some people can also kind of say the same thing about wintergreen dips. So like, they can dip wintergreen dips, but at the same time, you just can't do it. Well, how would you get it to me, KY? Because that's the problem is you can't ship dip over the mail. It's illegal unless you order it to me, and that's how you do it. And I probably would dip it once, and it would have to depend on what dip it is, what brand, because I'm very finicky. I would probably do it like once. I would just probably take one log or one roll, or not one roll, excuse me, one can. I'd probably do one can, but I probably wouldn't like do a whole damn roll. A whole damn roll would get after a while pretty tiring for me. I could probably do like one can of Grizzly straight. Yeah, I could probably do it for like one video or a reaction, just one time, but that would probably be about where I would be at. I wouldn't want to go through a whole damn roll. I'd probably give it away. Or just, I don't know, keep it in case if I do want to dip it once in a while. But I really, again, would not be, I wouldn't really be up for doing a whole roll. A whole roll to me would be like, that's a waste. You might as well just give me one can and call it good for me.
Got a good flavor. It's just like I said, small doses for me. Remember, kids, this product can cause gum disease and tooth loss, so you're going to be a damn toothless freak walking the streets. But I'm still going to give it a thumb.
I'd be okay with it, but I'll take one can out of it. Like I said, KY, I'd take one can out of it and then I'd give you the rest. Knowing that you would probably dip it more than I would. I wouldn't have a problem with it if I just did one can, but I'm not going to do a whole roll. That would be a waste of money for you to spend on me.
Up. I'm going to keep it as thumbs up, and I haven't done another straight. I haven't revisited another straight.
But it in my opinion, straight's just one of those dips you got to get used to. You got to understand that it's not going to have flavor. Right, it might be better than Skull Cherry. I think anything would be better than Skull Dip, honestly. I mean, Jesus, Skull Dip is like weak. That's the weakest dip you could ever give. But again, it's okay. Skull is great for beginners or people that are just trying to cut back on it, if you like it. Not my thing. Not my cup of tea. Just like straight dips, not really my cup of tea. But I've done it before. It was okay. The flavor, again, it's not like wintergreen. You're going to have this big mouth explosion of wintergreen flavor or flavor of something that is great. It's just going to be straight dip or natty dip. And that's it. It's nothing really exciting to write home about. Kayak. What about kayak? And it would also, again, depend on what kayak you're giving me there, bub. So you got to remember, KY, I'm a little finicky and picky about my dips. I'm very finicky about it. Like, there's certain grape kayak. Okay, I would definitely review that one. I would try it. I would love to see what that's about. And definitely at least try it once to say I did it. That would be something I would definitely do one time to try. Again, might not be something I probably would like to do every time, but I could do it once and say, hey, I did it. That's just the fun part about me doing dips is I will always try something once, and I'll say, yeah, I like it or I don't like it. But if I don't like it, I'm not going to dip it every time. If I like it, I'll dip it maybe once or twice or a couple times, and then probably switch over back to my Grizz because that's just always where I stand. Is that Grizzly? So yeah, kayak grape, I would be willing to do that maybe one time. I wouldn't be afraid to do it. It'd be different. It'd probably be like, oh god, what am I thinking? It'd be like skull, maybe skull grape or skull berry. It'd probably be something like that. All right, this is Princess Pouches. Oh, jeez. This is her doing that.
I thought I would just post a video tonight for something different. I'm on my lunch break, and I haven't done any reviews in a couple of weeks.
Yikes. That's a long time. She's doing NZE energy pouches.
So I thought I would catch y'all up, and I'm doing it with something a little different. I hope this finds everyone doing well. I've tried these out, these NZE lemon cherry, as they say, nootropic pouches. They're energy pouches.
50 milligrams of caffeine. That's definitely a lot of caffeine in them pouches. Yikes. Okay. Don't know if I'd be doing that.
They're 50 milligram caffeine.
I mean, hell, I've done 333 milligrams of caffeine for my pre-workout before. So I guess obviously that's going to be nothing to me. But wouldn't do that if you're very sensitive to caffeine. Caffeine pouches. That's another thing that I've been asked before. What is caffeine pouches? So caffeine pouches are basically pouches that contain caffeine. Now, I don't know if they also contain nicotine and caffeine or if it's just straight up caffeine. More likely, it's just, I think, straight up caffeine. So it's kind of like caffeine pouches is like nicotine pouches in the same sense, but only different. You can get these. These are more guttable. I wouldn't recommend getting the pouches themselves, but you can get the juice a little more easier. Great for like if you're doing workout and stuff, or if you're like a gym bro. Not saying everyone's going to be a gym bro or a gym girl, but if you just like want a quick pick me up, maybe before the gym or while you're doing your work in the gym or whatever, or after the gym, great. I think these would be really good for it.
Now, I could not figure out, I tried to look up what NCE means, and they didn't really have an explanation for what that abbreviation means.
Not Zer everybody. I don't know. Not Zer.
But if you'll note, it also says no artificial sweeteners, but they do have alpha, GPC.
Yeah, they claim that, but you know how it is. They're gonna have artificial in it anyway. So, what do you expect?
Tricillin, methylene, I'm not sure, but they have a lot of stuff in them. But
sounds like it.
No nicotine.
Right. Of course, no nicotine.
Pouches are pretty decent.
Obviously, they look exactly like a nicotine pouch would. A little white pouch. Just yay size. Obviously, it's the exact same look as a nicotine pouch. So that's good.
They're a little small, a little dry, but not too bad.
The dry part would get me. I wouldn't like the part of it being dry. I would rather have them a little bit juicy, just a little juice, a little dampness, not too damp, but a little bit. But again, it's kind of what you expect out of pouches like that.
I'm gonna put one in,
Oh,
but I recall I had one in all the way today from when I was coming to work, and I wasn't fond of the taste.
So it sounds like that's not really the best. Okay, so note to self: don't try those. But yeah,
It was very like a cough drop.
ew, ew, yeah. If you want to dip a cough drop, you just put a cough drop on the side of your cheeks and you just sit there and suck on it, like what dip would do. Yeah, no, thank you. I don't like cough drop flavors unless it's like cherry. And even then, it's still nasty as hell. I wouldn't do that.
Like a cherry lemonade cough drop, and it was very strong. And I'm not a big.
Okay, that's good that she's mentioning the strength of it. At least she's mentioning that, hey, there's strength in there, but the flavor is just not the best. Okay. So that definitely tells me something I will not be trying to do.
Fan of the caffeine pouches, like Grinds. I think I reviewed those before. I wasn't a fan of those.
Yeah. That's not good. Yep, I think it's all because of us, KY. I think we have a lot to do with it, dude. I do see a good purpose when it comes to like caffeine pouches. I do. But just the fact that some of the caffeine pouches are not really that great tells me a lot right there. There's got to be one out there at least that's really good. I know, what is it? Berserker is a good one. I know that they have like the ones that look like the Norse pagan gods and stuff, like Thor's root beer or Odin's root beer or something like that. On I think Outlaw, not channel, but his. Yeah, he does help a lot too. A lot of them are coming back, but I'm trying to think of the one that. Anyway, there's energy pouches out there that do have good flavor that will stand out a little bit more than others. You just got to find one that you like. And even if you don't want to dip like tobacco, just caffeine pouches are good too. Definitely. At least it'll make your breath better, somewhat.
50 milligrams of caffeine seems like quite a bit. I think I'd rather drink some water on my lunch and.
She's like, nope, I'd rather drink water. Thank you. She's like, that's a shit ton of caffeine. Well, 50 milligrams. I mean, if you look at Bucked Up, so go look at, like, if you're in the gym, look at the container of Bucked Up, right? The Bucked Up, my Bucked Up that I have has 333 milligrams of caffeine. That's a shit ton. Your ass would be flying or zooming around the room for probably a good amount of time. And then you have the crash. And you kind of feel the jitters and you'll feel the caffeine. So 50 milligrams is nothing somewhat to some people, but if you are, again, caffeine sensitive, don't do it. Be mindful about it.
Feel refreshed. But to be honest with you, the taste is just a little too much. A little too lemony.
A little lemony? Okay. Some people might like that. Some people don't. Drink Mountain Dew or coffee or water at least wouldn't taste like medicine. Right, but that's kind of not the whole point of it, though, KY. You don't want to dilute the flavor. You want to get the flavor a little bit. You want to understand what the flavor has to offer. And if you don't like it, then you know it already. You're going to understand, okay, I don't like that flavor. Trying to cover it up with like something else isn't really going to help as much. It might do a little bit, but not as much as you think.
To cherry, if that's a word.
Sure, we'll just say that's a good new word for the day. Cherry.
Also, let me say I would give these between a 1 and 10 a 3, probably.
Oh, that's not good. That's not good. She's just going for 3 straight. Ouch. Yeah, obviously she's not a big fan of it, I can tell. But she popped it in anyway. That's another thing that you got to think about too. Is some people say, "Oh, I don't like it," and then they'll pop one in anyway. Some people will do it because they just need that pick me up. They need that energy. So maybe that was why she did it. I don't know.
Big fan. So nootropics, I don't think are for me. Nicotine pouches are for me. And
did she just say nicotine pouches are for her? That a girl. That a girl. Come to the dark side. The dipper side. Purchase pouches. I am your father. No, I'm not.
I'm looking forward.
Join to the dipper side of the forest.
To doing
the pouches are strong with this one.
Some more nicotine pouch reviews on Joey. They're going to have some more flavors coming in at the cat.
So she did good. I'm not going to say that was terrible. That wasn't a terrible review. Just obviously she didn't like it, which kind of sucked. I wish she would have. I wish she would have had a little bit more fun with it. What's the other one? Okay, this guy. He's been doing stuff for a while, dude. I think. Hold on, let me see. When did he join? Yeah, he's been doing it for a while. The Joey guy. He's been doing a lot of stuff since 2006. So that's obvious. Let's see. Does he have a new one? Oh, Zen. Okay. Let's do Zen. Let's see what his Zen peppermint is like. I want to see this.
Take 2. Why? Because take 1 failed. Because I spent 5
I
minutes
like this
talking
guy.
in front of a phone that was not recording. So it's
Oh, poor guy. I like this guy. This guy is funny as hell.
nicotine pouch review. Zen Ultra. This is peppermint frost, 9 milligram in strength.
9 milligrams. Jeez.
This is the new Ultra line they've released here in the United States. They took advantage of some of the laxed. The FDA has eased up on releasing new flavors and stuff. So Zen,
Thank God.
Velo, they've all taken full advantage of that. They're releasing new flavors.
Of course, because if the people that are kind of bogging down on them, telling them, hey, you can't do this, that, the other, and they're finally going, okay, you know what? We're going to ease up on you a little bit, and we're going to let you sell your product. That's good. I hope.
Left and right.
All right, I'll look at it in a sec.
Zen Ultra
Let's go
is the
through this
latest
one.
release from Zen. These are more of a European style.
Now, Zen, one thing I am going to say about Zen is I've had Zen. I'm not big on Zen. I just, again, prefer my long cut. But Zen is really good for a little bit cleaner dip. It's more like pouches, nicotine pouches that definitely will give you that nicotine feeling that you want. But at the same time, there is kind of the difference. So keep that in mind when you're doing like trying to decide whether you want to do long cut or nicotine pouches. Nicotine pouches are not like Grizzly dip pouches. They're kind of like it, but again, there's no tobacco in it. It's just straight up the nicotine, which obviously, nicotine, if you're more into like just getting the nicotine but without the tobacco part, definitely Zen's going to be a good one for you. Almost everyone had a Zen Orville on nicotine. Yeah, I've had it, and I'm sure a lot of people have. But it's a lot nicer. It's a lot cleaner. And then especially like if you're doing nicotine pouches, you don't have to worry about your hands being dirty. Well, yeah, maybe you do, but like not from like the tobacco part and it squeezing the juice out of it. So it's not going to be as juicy like what tobacco pouches would be.
We have 9 milligram in strength, 20 nicotine pouches. Although on take one, I discovered this can shorted me 7 pouches.
Oh,
Yes, there are only 13 pouches in this can. Very disappointing.
how dare they?
It's supposed to be 20 nicotine pouches. This can.
Wait, hold on. He got shorted? How dare they? How dare the cumcasity of freaking shorting this man? How dare you, company, for shorting this guy? Shame. Shame on you, Zen. That is not nice. You should never shorten people, especially with pouches like that. That company needs to know that.
I'm going to have to check my other ones to see if I just got a bum can or are they pulling a fast one? I don't know. Anyway.
And that's the sad thing is you can't, like, right before you buy it, you can't see if the right amount of number is in there. So, yeah, you're basically, like, when you buy, you have to buy the can in order to see whether you get gypped or not. But that is sad. You're right, KY.
You got some branding. Yes, the can is open because this is take 2. I'm sorry. Warning, danger, Will Robinson. 9 milligram in strength. Hey, look, another warning. And 21 plus and some instructions. These do have a catch lid. Yay, catch lid.
And I do notice that with like Zen, you have you lift it up, you get the little compartment with where the pouches are, or yeah, the nicotine pouches, and then you lift up, I think there's like a little flap or something where you can store your used nicotine pouches. That's pretty cool. So Zen definitely thought of that, and that was well thought of. And I think that's honestly really good too, because who wants to put their reused pouches back with the new pouches? Ugh. So definitely Zen did a good job on that. That was good thinking on their part. They were thinking about that. Well, okay, somebody doesn't want to spit it out, but they want to save it for later or whatever. That was good thinking. I think Zen definitely did a good job on that, on the design of it in general.
Like their European counterparts. On the back, we have lots of warnings. Their
of course
QR code, and it contains nicotine, other food grade ingredients, and water. Now, if you compare that to an American Zen, regular, the dry, they contain nicotine, salt, and other food grade ingredients. So they add water, but they don't tell you what their other food grade ingredients are.
Because I think the European counterparts are not under FDA regulations over there, maybe? I don't know. That would be very interesting to know.
Like other nicotine pouches, which is kind of annoying.
Yeah.
I want to know. I'm curious what kind of sweetener they use. But
go figure.
Open it up. There's your money shot. There's only 12 pouches in there now. They're worth 13. I popped one in my mouth just as I realized that I was not recording. Yeah. This is my first day off in a week. Cut me some slack, okay? Anyway.
All right, we will.
Nice white pillowy pouches.
These are very similar to the European style Zins. There is a slight difference. These feel more silky or more fine with the powder that's inside of them.
Interesting.
The powder feels a little more finer, slightly finer than their European counterparts.
Okay.
And I think, you know, these are slightly larger than Velo, not by much, but they are slightly larger than, say,
I haven't had a Velo. I haven't tried Velo. I don't know if they're any good.
Velo Plus. But yeah, I compared these to a European Zen, felt them, and there is a slight difference. They're very similar. The size is very similar, but there is a slight difference in the feel. It feels like one of them has got a more finer powder inside than the other.
Interesting. I wonder why. That kind of makes me wonder what's going on. So maybe there is something going on. Maybe in certain countries or states, there's a little bit more added than the American. Maybe, I don't know. But that's very, very intriguing. That kind of makes me want to investigate what's going on.
And yeah, they gave me 13 pouches in this can. It's supposed to be 20. So I don't know.
How
if I
dare
cut
you,
can
Zen?
At the end of the run, I'm gonna have to check my other cans now from the ones I've done in other reviews, and check and make sure that those indeed had 20 pouches in them. And yeah, but yeah, kind of disappointing.
Yeah, I would be too. If I didn't like it as much, I probably would be like, okay, fine, whatever. But if I liked it, then I would have a real big problem with it. I would have to, think about whether I like it or not. That'd be a big deciding factor for me.
Peppermint Frost has a touch of menthol.
Menthol. Oh boy. Kind of would suspect it would be a little bit more of a mint flavor, not a menthol flavor. Okay, interesting.
Getting minty, and I'm getting that little bit of a menthol aroma in there. So yeah, these do have a kiss of menthol in them. And that's coming through in the mouth too.
Interesting. I wouldn't have probably suspected that one, but okay. Some people will be telling me that maybe we would expect more like a very heavy, minty, frosty, minty kind of flavor, like a icebreaker type flavor to it. But it doesn't seem to have that. So, that's different.
Got a nice tingling contact sensation. Not sure if that's menthol, mint, nicotine, or a combination of the three, but
probably all three. More than likely, it could be definitely probably the nicotine. Could also be the mint and the menthol working together with the nicotine. So that could be it too. So like he said, probably more than likely all three. Not a big surprise on that
I'm
one.
definitely getting some tingle, a little bit of burn.
Okay.
Does have a subtle sweetness to it. Excuse me. A subtle sweetness to it. Not as sweet as their American counterparts. This is more like European sweetness. Lighter on the sweet. European palates don't want stuff as sweet as Americans do. The mint on this one, I would say, is a good mint. It's somewhat subtle as well.
Okay.
It's not a real strong mint flavor. It's a nice, pleasant, steady mint, but it's not in-your-face type mint.
Okay, that sounds good. Not bad.
It's balancing out with the menthol, and then they're quite well.
Okay.
Definitely getting that little bit of cooling sensation.
So it doesn't sound too bad. It's just a little bit, the menthol kind of does seem to tend to be a little bit more predominant, but then the mint kind of hits in too, so kind of counterbalances maybe,
in
or
the lip.
counteracts each other. Doesn't sound too
All in
bad.
all, not bad. It's not my favorite mint pouch I've tried,
Sure.
but it's not the worst either. So
It's not horrendous, but it's not great. Obviously.
it's a decent showing for Zen on their ultra line. So far, I've tried the wintergreen, the menthol ice, the peppermint frost, and the spearmint. Of the ones, I'd say the spearmint was my favorite. It's like a stick of spearmint gum in your mouth. Very good flavor.
I think I've had spearmint one before.
The menthol wasn't bad. This one's not bad. The wintergreen just tasted a little weird.
Sorry, my leg just.
But that's just me. All in all, the new Ultra line, so far they're not bad. I like the construction. Sits in the lip quite well. You can feel it, but it's not intrusive. Nice and soft, conforms to the lip quite well. I'm definitely feeling some nicotine now.
Of course, yeah.
9 milligram in strength. I was just out doing some yard work. Had a dip in while I was doing that. So I'm well nicotined up. And this is just adding to the party.
Yeah, he's going to be buzzing.
This is a slower release than American dry Zens.
And that's another thing, too, that makes me very curious as to why is the European Zen slow released compared to the American. That's something I do kind of wonder, is why is there such a difference? Maybe it's because the Europeans have a certain different standard to their nicotine pouches than compared to us. My leg is cramping. Sorry, guys. This is hurting.
Because it's got that filler material, so it leaches out a little more slowly.
That's why. Okay, go figure.
American Zens are the small, dry pouches. You put them in, the stuff inside dissolves in a matter of minutes, and boom, you're getting the hit.
Yep.
This stuff
that makes
takes
sense.
its time. Yeah.
And I think that's good too, because also maybe the Europeans were thinking a little bit more about not just wham bam, thank you, ma'am, you're gonna get it, and that's it. I think the European were thinking more along the lines of when people get to enjoy this more, how are we going to make it not just more enjoyable, but slow released, and where it can slowly release and make it enjoyable at the same time, so that it's just not one whole quick instant reaction. And they must have thought about it very well, because it sounds like they did okay with it.
It's got to leach that nicotine salt out from the filter.
Yep, and that's what they do use, is nicotine salts,
which gives you a more extended release. Some guys don't like that. They like that immediate hit.
I can go for either or. Sometimes slow release is better because it gives you that more time to enjoy. It's that more, I'm not only just really looking for that nicotine fix, but I am going to enjoy the flavor, and I want to enjoy it, make it last longer. And I think that's exactly what they were, I'm getting loopy here, I need my dip, that they were thinking about was, what can we do so that people not only enjoy it more, but be able to enjoy it while it's releasing slowly and making it last a little bit longer. Excuse me. So that's a good job, I think, that they did on that one. Definitely something I think that American Zen Company should do, honestly, is make it to where it's not fast released all the time. Maybe make one certain particular Zen pouches where it's slow release longer lasting. Cheers, by the way. I think Zen does have it, but I'm not sure. But definitely Zen, I would say, not for everybody. Definitely not for everybody that likes that slow release. If you like that slow release, then yeah, definitely go for it. If you like that faster release, go for the American Zen. But this guy's doing such a good job on his review. I like it. This guy knows what
I'm
he's
more of
doing.
a slow release kind of guy. I enjoy
Mm-hmm.
the steady release of nicotine.
And it gives you time to just not only enjoy the fact that it's going to release, which you know it's going to happen. It is going to happen, but at a slower pace in time. But it gives you that ability to enjoy it more. And some people enjoy that more when it comes to nicotine pouches. Unlike Dip pretty much like Grizzly. It's a fast act release. It's going to be instantaneous. So, sure, some people aren't going to like Grizzly because it's got that fast action release to it. Some people like other dips that's just slow, methodical. Like Cougar sometimes. To me, Cougar seems to be kind of a very slow release, not just instantaneous. And that's another thing as a dipper you got to consider too. Do you like that fast release or do you like that slow timed release? Let me know in the comments down below what you guys are.
I don't really like having it hit me all in the face all at once. But that's just my personal preference.
And some people don't like it that way because they don't like not just that, but if it hits them in the face too much, then they're going to start getting nicotine buds really quickly. And it just becomes not so much enjoyable anymore. It just becomes miserable for you. So I can understand why certain people have their taste and preference.
All in all, except for the fact I only got 13 pouches in this can, not a bad showing. So sweetness, nice mint flavor. I wish the mint was a little stronger.
Definitely. Definitely something that they should do. I'll think about it,
If the
KY.
mint was a little bit stronger, this would be a very solid, nice pouch. But the mint is scaled back. It's pleasant, but it could use maybe just take it up one notch, maybe two.
Okay. And that's not. I like how he's not really shitting on it. He's not just saying, oh, it's bad, this, that, and the other. And he's just really dumping, kind of info dumping on how terrible it is. He's at least giving it the credit it's due. He gave it time. Maybe. I might be there. I don't know. We'll see. I got a lot of stuff I got to do tonight. KY, so we'll see.
Yeah. Not in your face mint, but a nice, a little bit.
And that's the same thing with like any flavor. Some people don't like flavors that are just directly in your face. Some people do. I like Grizzly for what it is. Because to me, Grizzly, yes, it's in your face with artificialness, the smell, the taste, the buzz. It's really going to be up in your face. I call it the bully dip. It kind of bullies you. If you're not used to it, you got to get used to it. Or don't dip it at all. Some dips do that. But I think, honestly, that doesn't sound too bad. Maybe something I definitely would try. I would try it one time just to see what I feel about it. Would I probably dip Zen every day? No. I'm not going to be like one of those Zen dippers. I don't feel like Zen would do much for me. Right. And it also especially matters on what mood you're in. If you want one thing, go for it. If you want another, go for it. At least, or if you have a variety, that's good too.
Stronger on the peppermint flavor. All in all, very nice pouch, decent showing.
Yes, Zen does give you a little bit of gator lip. So does Grizzly. Grizzly really does give you the gator lip. I've noticed that because every time you guys see me push it in, I've already got that gator lip. I'm just trying to look for it because sometimes it's there, sometimes it's not there. But yes, Zen can definitely give you gator lip too. Nicotine pouches definitely are the same way as like regular dip. It can get you dry. That's why like when you hear dentists tell you after they've extracted a tooth, do not dip because of dry socket. Whether you're doing long cut or pouches, dip pouches like grizzly pouches or thin pouches, nicotine pouches, they don't want you to do that because of dry sockets and it dries you out because of the salt that's in there. And even like the Zen pouches have nicotine salt, which is it can dry you pretty quickly.
I'm enjoying the new Ultra line, mainly for the construction. Very well made pouch. Anyway, if you enjoy the content, be sure to like and subscribe.
Yep, that's true. Bacteria, because dip tobacco can does contain. I mean, not the tobacco itself, but your spit contains parasites or bacteria that's in there. And there's a lot of them in there. Like we have bacteria living in ourselves or that live in us. Some are good, some are not so good. But spit does have a lot of bacteria, and including when you're using dip tobacco, it does contain a lot of bacteria. So that's another thing that you gotta recognize too. So that's just something you gotta be very mindful about too when you're dipping. Understand that that is a possibility of many things. But he did good. He does. This guy always does so good with his dip reviews. I'm absolutely happy to see the dip community coming back again. I'm pleased to see the dip community come back again. And I think a lot of it does have to do with just people in general. Yes, it's good to spit, but some people like to gut. I can't gut. I can't like sit here and just gut my dip and be fine. I'm gonna be like, ugh, and nauseated. I would get nauseated to the point where I just would probably more likely throw up. Well, even like coffee pouches or nicotine pouches, you still have parasites, little bugs. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna head out for a little bit. I might come back later. I might not. We'll see. But don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Love you all. Don't forget to pack, dip, and spit. I'll see you guys next time. Peace, y'all.